of that. Anyways, hi here. It's Ron Johnson back, Info Officer. How to stop retail theft in your business. This is volume 2. And I'd just like to start off with elaborating on my first video, which I explained a few things that I haven't explained completely. One was that return policy. This is a very good one. What you do is, if a person returns a product to you, to customer service, you can call the manager, unless your cashier is seasoned with these problems. Best thing to do is to, whatever they return, a case of Enfalac for $45 and diapers, take the item, inspect it, keep it behind the counter if you suspect it's stolen. Because the person says, I don't have a receipt, my friend got this, my wife got this, I just want to return it, I threw my receipt away. Next step is you get all their information, their address, their name, their phone number and everything, and you say to them, once it clears security and our inventory control, we will send you a check. And then the person will give you a name and a phone number and all that, and probably won't show you ID. And the chances are everything is fake. You go to phone, when the person leaves the store and you go to phone that number, it'll not be in service. So one, you've collected your product back without the person getting away with any cash refund. If you suspect the person is a regular customer and you feel it's legitimate, you can give them a refund. But if it's something pretty obvious that, you know, like 2 packs of diapers, like something ridiculous, if you can't get the product back, remember the person. If you got a camera in your store, get him on CCTV, get a description, and go outside and see if you can see what kind of car he gets into, what he's wearing, and what license plate number is on the car. But the best scenario is to get that product back, get the information, and it'll probably be false anyways. Also, like I said in my first video, 90% of people will steal from you. Well, I'm going to elaborate on that. When you're a young kid, you steal chocolate bars. Kids do it, peer pressure. You know, you get caught, and you know your parents are involved in this and that. Or you're in an office situation, and your coworker goes home, and you look down, and you go, "Wow, there's that really nice pen there, man. I really like that pen." You just take it and put it in your pocket. You don't feel any remorse or anything about it, because you said they won't even notice it gone. Or if they do, I didn't take it, I'll just hide it somewhere. Inherently, those people usually stop doing that after a while, or they continue doing it, but they don't get hardcore. So out of that 90% that steal or shoplift, I would erase about 30% of that, shave that off. So 60% will shoplift later on in life because they just can't stop. It's a thrill, they're a kleptomaniac, or they never had a good job, they're on welfare, and they have a need for money or for food. They're hungry, they got to feed their baby, and that 60% is what we're focusing on for shoplifting. Also, I'd like to mention, to further incorporate with shoplifting, is the way people steal. If you're a retail clerk or a manager and you're working on the sales floor, very important that you should always look around, make eye contact with your customers. That's regular customer service. You know, you don't want people lingering around or acting like they can't find something. Good customer service really helps. Also, things to look for. One is, if you see a car outside the front door with the motor running and a driver in it, you know that something's up. Someone in the store is loading up big time and is going to run out the door into that car and they're gone. Or a pickup truck. They'll throw the basket into the pickup truck, jump into the box themselves, and take off. So always be leery about cars running and waiting in front of your door. Another one that I've had problems with is people coming into your stockroom. That's a restricted area for staff only. They come into your stockroom and they're looking for an exit door, preferably not alarmed. And they say, oh no, do you have any empty boxes? I'm moving. And you just say, sir, this is a restricted area. Please stay on the sales floor, and I'll find some boxes for you. Never let them linger around in your stockroom. They're always looking for an exit so that they can carry all their stuff, and they can bolt out the exit door. There'll be a car waiting right there, or they'll just run on foot. Something you got to look for. Very important. Also, if you see somebody in the department, especially the meat department of a store or grocery store, and they're just throwing stuff in, they're not even looking at prices, they're just, you know that person's going to steal from you. Because most customers shop, look at prices, this and that. Professional shoplifters will do that to throw you off, but a desperate, say, drug addict or someone just in need and is desperate, they're going to want to be in and out of your store in 3 or 4 minutes. If they just start chucking oil olay or razor blades or whatever into a basket, you know something's up. Especially in your pharmacy area. Can you imagine a guy Mach 3 razor blades? He takes the whole shelf and puts it into a basket. Man or woman, you know what's going to happen. She's going to put it in her purse, he's going to put it in his jacket, or he's just going to run out the door with it. Another one is belting, which is basically lift the shirt up and tuck it in the belt. They can tuck bottles in there, olive oil and batteries and film and all kinds of stuff. In the old days, they used to steal a lot of meat and cheese and stuff like that for resale. But these days, because they like to take high-end product that you sell because it's non-perishable. It's a non-food item. That's very important to know in your store. Also, you know, the obvious, it's a hot sunny day and the guy walks into your store with a heavy winter coat on. The alarm bells should go off right away. Okay? Another tactic they use is diversion. There'll be 3 people in the store, all suspects. 2 of them will start an argument or a pretend fight in your produce department, and all the attention will be gravitated towards that area, to leave that 3rd person in your meat department or pharmacy to just load up their jacket or purse with everything and leave the store while all this is going on. So whenever you hear about a diversionary tactic, slip and fall, yelling and screaming, summon help for help, it's all fake. Okay, it might not be fake, but you got to make sure, you got to be wary that while that's going on, the attention is all there, and you're leaving the other part of your store vulnerable for theft. So be on the lookout for that while you're traveling around your store. Another one is baby strollers. They use baby strollers. You know, if you see a woman come in, baby stroller, especially one with a blanket over the whole top of the baby stroller, there's probably not a baby in there. But who's going to lift the blanket and disturb poor baby? They'll throw stuff under the blanket, underneath the shopping cart, especially I've had a lot of single mothers. They'll actually do have babies, and what they'll do is they'll put a case of Enfalac on the bottom seat of the shopping stroller, the baby stroller, and they'll put the baby right up, they'll put a blanket over top of it, and they'll put the baby sitting right on top of that Enfalac, and then they'll just go out of the store. A lot of trickery going on. Everything's, you know, you got to keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Also, I like to give a shout out to Caught Red-Handed. If you've ever watched any of their videos, that's what I used to do. See this fella here? He's in a little room somewhere with lots of camera monitors. That's what I used to do. Okay, and if you watch Caught Red-Handed, like I said, shout out to them, good boys from the United States, New York City. You watch some of their videos, that's exactly what we were doing for shoplifting. So I think that wraps it up for the basic areas of shoplifting that I want to talk about. The next topic is going to be internal theft, and this is pretty serious stuff, and this is where you could be losing a lot of product, and more so, a lot of your cash. So, without further ado, I thank you once again, all YouTube subscribers. Give me the like or give me the views, and we'll continue with this video. Like I said, we go through the whole thing. It's right here. Turtle theft, shoplifting, arresting, the interview, chart of rights, reporting, the evidence, court appearances, and a wrap-up. You know, even though I'm telling you all about this situation with shoplifting and internal theft and procedures, this booklet is $30, and even though I'm going through this for you, you should have this copy because this will be your Bible. You keep this in a safe place. Whenever you need to refer to something or refresh your mind, it's all here, especially the page for charter rights, because when you arrest somebody, and we'll get into that, you have to read their charter rights verbatim, and I got it all in here in legal form. And this brochure or handout booklet is for Canadian law. Okay, United States is slightly different. In Canada, shoplifters have to leave your store, okay, and bypass all functional cash registers. In some cases, you can stop them in the store if you know them as a known shoplifter and you've dealt with them before. You can stop them right inside the store and say, Mark, Joe, whatever your name is, or you, show them the picture and say, you're not allowed in my store, I don't want your business, please leave. If they don't leave, you ask them again, and if they still refuse to leave, you can actually hold them and charge them with trespassing. Okay? And there's a form you can get from the police for that, or you can make up your own form, trespass notice. There's a lot to get into here, folks, and like I say, we're going to get into all of it. But like I say, this booklet would be your Bible. If you go to my webpage, infoofficer.webs.com, all the information's there. You can send me a self-addressed stamped envelope with a check for $30, and I'll mail this out to you. Strictly confidential. Okay, folks. Thanks for now, and take care.